Okay, so we've all been there, right? You upgrade to a new laptop or tablet, and that old one, it's just kind of there.
Oh, absolutely. Gathering dust, maybe a few crumbs wedged in the keyboard.
You don't want to just trash it, but what do you do with it?
Right.
Well, get this. Turns out we can clear that tech clutter, do some good for the planet, A&D support a great cause all at once.
It's true. And it's a fascinating connection, honestly. When we think about responsible recycling, it's not always obvious how it ties into, say, empowering adults with autism.
Okay, now I'm really intrigued.
That it's a powerful example of how, if we get a little creative, we can take something that feels like a burden and actually turn it into an opportunity.
All right, so let's break this down. Our deep dive today takes us to devices for autism. Pretty straightforward name.
Does what it says on the tin. Exactly. They take those old laptops, tablets, the tech we've upgraded from, and they use it to directly benefit adults on the autism spectrum.
And it goes beyond just, here's a device. The real heart of it is job creation. They're providing training, skills development, all centered around the recycling process itself.
So these adults are gaining valuable tech skills while also contributing to a more sustainable future. Love that.
Exactly. It's a win-win.
Almost feels too good to be true. Is there like a catch I'm missing?
Well, there's always a catch somewhere. But before we get to that, we do got to address the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Or, well, the mountain of discarded electronics in our landfills.
E-waste. Yeah, not exactly a glamorous topic, is it?
Not glamorous, no, but incredibly important. And when you think about all those phones, computers, gadgets we all go through,
Yeah.
it adds up.
I'll admit, I've got a drawer full of old charging cables I have no clue what to do with.
See? We've all been there. But here's the thing. Those seemingly harmless devices actually represent a huge environmental challenge. Did you know that 70% of the toxic waste in our landfills comes from discarded electronics?
70%. Seriously, I had no idea it was that high.
It's a staggering statistic. But the good news is, programs like this, like Devices for Autism, they offer a real solution. We tackle the e-waste problem and create opportunities for inclusive employment.
Two birds, one stone. Or should I say, two birds, one responsibly recycled laptop.
I like what you're going for there. And it highlights something crucial. Responsible recycling isn't just about getting rid of old stuff. It's about recognizing the value in those devices, the resources they represent, and finding new ways to use them for good.
This is so cool. I'm already mentally cleaning out my tech drawers. But, okay, logistically speaking, what actually happens after I pack up all my old stuff? Where does it go?
That's where Done With It comes in.
Done with it. Okay.
They're the organization that runs this specific program, and they work with TERRA to make it all happen.
TERRA,
The Electronics Reuse and Recycling Alliance.
Right, of course. But I have to admit, one thing I always wonder about with this kind of thing is data security. Like, all that personal info on our hard drives.
Oh, 100%.
Gotta be a little nerve-wracking, right?
Absolutely something to take seriously, which is why working with certified recyclers is so key. Both Devices for Autism and Done With It. They have a strict data destruction guarantee. So you can have peace of mind knowing that your digital life is not ending up somewhere it shouldn't.
Data destruction guarantee. All right, I like the sound of that. What does that actually mean, though, practically speaking?
So basically, they're using methods that meet really specific industry standards to make sure that your data is gone. And we're not just talking deletion here, because even deleting stuff, sometimes it can be recovered.
Oh, that's a little scary.
Right, this is like completely unrecoverable, totally wiped clean.
Okay, that's reassuring. Makes you realize there's a lot more to responsible recycling than just tossing something in a bin and hoping for the best.
Exactly. And that's where those certifications like E-Stewards and R2, they've become so important. Think of them like a seal of approval. They mean a recycler's been vetted, they meet rigorous standards for environmental stuff, worker safety, data security, all of it.
So I can't just chuck my old laptop into any random recycling bin?
Unfortunately not, though I get why people would think so. But honestly, when e-waste is handled improperly, the consequences can get pretty bad. We're talking about hazardous materials potentially leaching into the environment, contaminating water supplies.
Yeah, no, not good. You definitely convinced me to be more careful. But what about the companies that don't take these precautions? What happens to them?
Oh, there can be big consequences. Financially, for their reputation. Remember that Home Depot case a while back? They were hit with a $27.8 million fine for improperly disposing of customer data.
Oof. Yeah, that's an expensive mistake.
It is, and it really highlights why choosing certified recyclers is so crucial. It's not just about avoiding fines, though, right? It's about doing the right thing for people and the planet.
All right, I am sold. Devices for Autism sounds like an amazing program. In fact, I'm ready to dig out my old tech and box it up right now.
That's the spirit.
Uh,
There's one more thing, though.
oh no, there's a catch, isn't there? There's always a catch.
Well, at the moment, the free shipping for this program is only available in a few states. They're trying to make it available everywhere, but it's a bit of an obstacle for now.
Ah, so that's the catch. What can people do if they're not in those states but still want to support this kind of thing?
That's a great question. Even if you can't send your stuff directly to Devices for Autism, TERRA has a website where you can find certified recyclers close to you. They even have a handy map that shows all of their partners.
Okay, so there's still ways to do it, even if this specific program isn't available nationwide yet. It makes you wonder, what if every state had a Devices for Autism?
It would be amazing, wouldn't it? The impact it could have on the environment, creating jobs, making things more inclusive.
Absolutely. But okay, before we get ahead of ourselves, let's go back and recap what we've learned today about e-waste and how to dispose of it properly.
Sounds good. What were your main takeaways?
Well, first off, it's clear that e-waste is a way bigger deal than most people realize. You said it yourself. 70% of toxic waste in landfills comes from electronics. That's crazy.
It really shows how important responsible recycling is. We can't just throw things away and hope for the best.
Nope, not at all. And that's where certified recyclers come in. Knowing that these certifications exist and understanding what they mean, that gives me peace of mind.
Oh, and the data destruction guarantee, definitely a huge plus. For sure, data security is essential for all of us. It's great to see organizations like Devices for Autism leading the way there.
Speaking of which, I think my biggest takeaway is just how much of a win-win-win Devices for Autism really is. You can declutter, help the environment, and support a great organization that supports adults with autism.
It proves that even small actions, like cleaning out a drawer, can make a difference in the world.
So true. Well, that's about all the time we have for today's deep dive. We've covered a lot, but hopefully everyone listening is thinking differently about their old electronics and how to dispose of them responsibly.
And if you're ready to do something about it, remember there are resources available to help you do just that. Head to TERRA's website, see if Devices for Autism is in your area, and tell everyone you know.
Could have said it better myself. And with that, until next time, happy recycling, everyone.